It is time now for that marriage story that has so many of us mystified, skeptical, and from reading your comments online, a little bit upset too. 51-year-old actor Doug Hutchison meets 16-year-old Courtney Stodden. They get married. Lara sat down with the newlyweds, and Lara, this couple really has to deal with the ick factor.
Well, and that's why they wanted to come on GMA, George, and tell their side of the story. As you know, it takes a lot to raise eyebrows in Hollywood, and older men marrying younger women, not that uncommon. But what has people so up in arms about this story? We're talking about a 16-year-old girl and a man not just old enough to be her father, he actually is older than her father. I sat down with them, and they defended their relationship. Not since 22-year-old Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old cousin has a May-December romance been quite this scandalous.
I love you.
Love you.
When 51-year-old actor Doug Hutchison married 16-year-old Courtney Stodden in May, their 35-year age difference set the internet ablaze. But is it real love or some twisted publicity stunt? He's most famous for playing the abusive prison guard in the Oscar-nominated film The Green Mile.
They got all the men they need.
When I'm walking,
She is an aspiring actress and pop singer, and believe it or not, she really is 16. We verified her birth certificate. They met online when Courtney signed up for Doug's acting workshop. At first, Doug says he had no idea she was just a teenager. So when you found out, how did you feel?
Well, you can imagine, my world turned upside down.
They had begun a 4-month courtship over the internet and say they fell in love without ever meeting each other in person.
Having never met her. And I'm telling you, it was a really beautiful and unique way to get to know someone because we didn't have the distraction of the physical.
All the while, Courtney's mom, Krista, had been monitoring their exchanges and says she was fully aware that Doug was so much older than her daughter.
And I said, if you and Alex have any misgivings whatsoever about this, if you are uncomfortable with it, I will respect you, and Courtney will respect you, and we will step back.
Courtney's parents say, despite her provocative appearance, she is a deeply Christian girl. So they put their faith in her choice to be with a man more than 3 times her age. If you're wondering how this can all be legal, the reason is there was parental consent, no sexual email exchanges, and no physical contact. That meant Hutchison wasn't breaking any statutory laws. I mean, there is a joke, 16 will get you 20.
16 will get you 20 if you are doing something illegally. It was Krista who said, you know, you guys can get married if you want. There are ways to do that. There are certain states
that allow it.
In fact, 39 states allow 16-year-olds to marry, as long as they have documented parental consent and a birth certificate.
What were you thinking there, Doug?
I was just thinking how much I love you.
4 years younger than his soon-to-be son-in-law, Courtney's father walked his daughter down the aisle at a Las Vegas chapel.
You look into each other's eyes and you speak those vows, your world changes.
Now legally married, they were free to consummate their relationship.
I was a virgin when I married him.
She was saving herself.
I knew that if I
for the
kept
right.
that, I would really be blessed with a beautiful gift, and God did. He blessed me with my soulmate.
But at 16, do you really know?
I do. I'm very mature for my age. I'm an old soul, and Doug can back me up on this.
Oh, yes.
He fell in love with me.
Yeah.
Do you think marrying Doug will help your career?
If it does, you know, that's just another beautiful blessing that God hands to me. But if I'm just with him for the rest of my life and supporting him, that would make me happy too.
They insist they're just a typical newlywed couple, but their relationship has many people outraged. There's a lot of negativity online surrounding your relationship, that you look much older than you are. A lot of people online say you're a pervert. What do you say to that?
I'm a pervert. Courtney's parents are the worst parents in the world. Pimps selling their daughter
Pimping me
off.
out.
People are welcome to their opinions. That's what the world is about. If they need to feel this way, that's theirs to hold. not ours.
And Courtney wants to set the record straight. She insists allegations that she's had plastic surgery are false.
It's real head to toe,
Courtney's
yeah.
plastic surgeon was God.
But Doug and Courtney will never be able to convince many people that their relationship is 100% natural. Courtney's parents have received death threats. Doug's agent and manager have dropped him. And even his own mother wants nothing to do with them.
She held me in her arms, and I cried a little bit. And we looked at each other afterwards, and we said, we knew this was going to happen. We knew we were going to have to weather
The storm
the repercussions of our decision and our union. And this is just the beginning. And it brought us closer together.
They say it's real, and I know a lot of you have asked, is Courtney still in high school? She says she was so bullied because of the way she looks that she dropped out and has since been homeschooled through an online Christian academy. She says right now she has no plans to attend college, but, and this may come as no surprise, she and Doug do have plans for a reality show. They tell me they're being courted by producers who, quote, see the goldmine potential in their relationship, which, George, of course, leads to more speculation as to whether or not this marriage is real or all for publicity.
No question about it. Lara, I wish you could be here to see the crowd watching your interview. It is unbelievable. No, you hear it. Everybody was gripped. First of all, but beyond that, for example, when you talked about the line where you had that said that despite the fact that she, her appearance, she's a deeply Christian woman, everybody behind me burst into laughter. It was amazing. But this story is really generating a lot of controversy, and you brought it out today. And of course, we can see a lot more of it tonight on Nightline. Thanks a lot.